We promised and we delivered. We're talking about the man, well, he's not a myth, but he's definitely a legend of the game right now. Coming out ever since 2015, bursting our ears with Son of Abraham. And he's standing right here, or rather sitting in the studio. The man who has broken through the corners of the world and of course went ahead to work with the legendary Usher. We're talking about the one, the only, PHEELZ, Mr. Producer.
What's good, man?
I did.
Yeah, man.
I did. So, I mean, you were in the studio like a couple of months ago, thereabout, and when you came in, you were a bit more, how do I put it now? A bit more jivey and everything.
Yeah.
But now, you know, you've worked with the legendary Usher right now, and you're back in the studio, and you're spending like $7 million right now. What's going on with that? What's going on with that, PHEELZ?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Just enjoying God's grace now. Yeah. Just living life.
Yeah,
one day at a time.
It's a joy to have you in the studio.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
It's
man.
a joy. So how's your journey been, though?
Man, life has been a movie, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's been, lots of ups, lots of downs.
Yeah.
But we're swimming. We keep surviving.
Great. We keep surviving. Now we're not going to talk about your history again. I mean, people know that now. When you were here the last time, we talked about it, but we're going to settle on what you are doing currently. Now, for those of you that don't know, PHEELZ teamed up with official DJ Mike West, and you produced something fantastic for us. So I want you to talk about working with him, with DJ Mike West. I mean, the setup for you guys. How did you guys meet up? What happened during the meetup? And how did you select the songs that you put out on it? All 30 songs. What was the selection process like?
Yeah, Mike West is my DJ and my friend.
Yeah.
We met like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And we've been on the road since, and it's always a vibe whenever we're together. So whenever we like decide to like create, we always like put the friendship in it and just like make it a vibe for people as well. So like, yeah, that's pressure right there. Pressure.
It's pressure, but I feel like it's a very good one. Now you're working with someone that you know, that you have vibed with over time.
Yeah.
But then we talk about the songs there. I mean, there was a song that you said nearly missed it, but still made it there. That's Different Sides by Victoni.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about it. What really was the defining factor, with the songs that you chose? Was it because you were affiliated with these guys, or were these songs that you felt like, are the best right now in the market?
No, they were just songs that we were vibing to, like songs that I would vibe to on a normal day. Like, not necessarily because I don't believe in like best or not best. It's just songs that I was feeling at that particular time. Yeah, and that's what it is. And
in one of those songs, the first two songs were your songs, Joy and of course Finesse. But I want to talk about Joy. You have known Olamide for the longest time, and I feel like this question might have been overflogged, but I still want to ask it. Your relationship with Olamide, transition into what it is right now. What do you think is the one thing that you both have come together to create that is different from what you have with other artists?
I think first off, it's the connection between like two creatives.
Yeah.
It's not just a producer-artist relationship. Yeah. It's friendship that translates into the music, and that's where that's always been. That's why I feel like the music works for us, because it was the friendship first before we started even like making any music.
And it's been like a long time coming at this point.
Yeah, it's been over a decade, man.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah.
How do you sustain that kind of friendship with the kind of competition that we have in the industry? I know you're a producer, and he is more like a core singer, thereabout, and rapper. But how do you sustain the friendship you have and don't allow this whole competitive nature to get into it?
Man, I believe like every friendship would have challenges. It's normal in like every communication or every like companionship that you have with anybody, but like I think communication goes a long way to make sure things like work smoothly. So like we just talk things through anytime we have any like misunderstanding or anything. So yeah,
that's beautiful. Now, PHEELZ as an artist, PHEELZ did what a lot of producers were wishing to do. We touched on it.
I like the part wishing.
That's it. What every producer right now is wishing to do. You came out and you threw our minds off balance. I mean, I played the first one, you look before I played Joy. But talk to us about your creative process, first of all. When you sit down, and I mean, you have a new song out, we'll talk about that. But when you sit down to create the songs, what is the one thing that goes through PHEELZ's mind? Is it, I want to create something so that people can dance to and vibe to, or I want to give them a taste of who PHEELZ is?
For me, I feel like one of the determining factors is like how I feel at that particular time.
Is that why your
like,
name is Feels though?
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, like I always think about what the feeling like that I want to introduce into the world with this particular song should be or is. Like, you know, do I want them to feel love or like feel sad or like, you know, dance or happy or joy? Like it's all about the feelings first, then, and I'll determine where to go from there.
So in other words, you want to control our emotions. That's kind of I mean, now, so you know the funny thing, I was listening to Stand By You this morning. I was coming.
And that's it. That song is a cheat.
Actually, it just
he knows that actually. Well, he does. You know that privilege that you have as a producer to be able to, you know good vibe, no good beats, no, like you're the one in charge of the creating process. It's more or less like, so you're making music, you're making the melody, you know how it should sound like.
Make us feel what
so feel what. You know, I mean, it's bragging rights.
It's not bragging rights, man.
It comes with the finesse.
It comes with years of work and years of learning, man. So yeah, I don't take that for granted at all.
All right. Let's take you way back, right? Because I know that a little bit told me that you've always wanted to be an artist. You've always, even before
I started as an artist actually. Like my first placement was on Olamide's first album, I'm Going In. It was the first track on the album. So like I've always wanted to be an artist. I've always been an artist. Like even with all the productions that I would do for Olamide and the whole 𝐈𝐍𝐿 team, like I always do the backups, co-write some of the songs as well. Like I've always wanted to be this person, but like it's just one of those moments where like you know when it's time. You get like I just always felt like it wasn't time yet. Like the world wasn't really ready for me yet, or I wasn't ready for the world. Either ways, but yeah, man, when it's time, it's time. I guess.
You gave us a rock star vibe, and you know when you decide to transition fully into being an artist, and I really want to talk about that because as someone who actually watches closely, you know, and I see some of the things that you do, you're very artistic. I mean, to every point. I'm going to talk about the Golo and the rollout for Golo. It's crazy. I mean, it's every time you decide to tease us with a new single, to tease us with maybe how good you are in terms of the instruments you play, everything, it shows that you have put in a lot of work. You know, to position yourself to stand out, which is vital. But I'll take you to 2020 when COVID happened, right? You had a versus battle with Mastercraft.
Shout out Mastercraft.
I'm sure you probably didn't see that coming. But let's talk about it, right? There was, hits on hits, and everybody kept talking. How did you feel, taking a look at that moment? Because I know that moment for you was maybe reflecting, looking at how much work you have actually done. Sometimes you don't see how much you've done because you don't go into the space to think about it, but that moment gave you that. How did you feel? I mean, playing and everybody's like, no, Feels, this is game over. How did that make you feel? As of 2020, I'm not going to even talk about 2020 because really, there's too much to prove right after that. But let's talk about that particular feeling that time.
I think it was just gratitude, man. And Mastercraft even low-key ran away.
Yes, man, that's what I was saying.
I never have opened some folders. But shout out Master, that's my guy, man. But yeah, man, just gratitude, man. Like it's a beautiful thing when you get to look back and like just appreciate how far you've come. It's very easy to get caught up in the next thing, and you really forget how much God has really blessed you. So. That moment was like a very big moment for like reflecting and also having like over 20,000 people watch the live and like realize some people were just realizing that I produced some hits that they didn't even know that and it was just fun, man. And Mastercraft is my friend as well, so like it was banter between us as well. So it was a really beautiful memory for me.
Yeah, beautiful times.
So while you were going on that journey, I feel like I'm gonna ask the obvious question everyone wants to know. 2024 started off on a very fantastic note.
Yes.
And a particular great man was performing at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And right before that, they decided to, I want to say, they decided to bless our ears with a track. And when that track came out, we could never stop playing it here on the show. You ruined me for everybody. Please, I want you to tell us a story. Usher and Feels. How did that partnership
everybody wants
start?
to know this.
Yes, everybody wants to know. Because I know that you guys connected also in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to.
We had made the songs before Ghana, actually.
Mad.
Yeah.
Do you have more songs that you had to release that you guys had made together?
We have more songs. Release, I don't know yet, but we have more songs.
Well, you tell us the story. Your meeting, because I feel like that's the highlight of 2024 for me.
Yes.
Usher and PHEELZ. I would never have expected that to happen.
Yeah.
So how did it happen?
You too, you can't lie.
But like it happened through 𝐿 and McBriars. Like those are like my big bros. 𝐿 is like a big bro, and 𝐿 signed Usher early. So he told me about the album that they're working on.
Yeah.
So like I was like, okay, just get me into a studio, let me just whip something together. So I wrote and I produced Coming Home.
Yes.
That's the one with Burna Boy.
Yes.
In his studio, and I played it for him, and he loved it. Called Usher, like, yo, you need to record this. Usher recorded it, and then like a year before that, I'd already written and recorded Ruin with my friend Manana in South Africa.
Okay, yes.
So I'm like, I told Ellie, I'm like, I have this other song, but it's so special to me, like, because it was like true story. You get like, so like I really held. It was supposed to be on the EP. So, on my EP, so I'm like, but I think
I'm happy.
Let me just let it go. I've plenty day. Let me just.
You know the thing, Kolade, I'm happy he's going there because he might just touch on whatever happened to him.
I'm not touching. But
come on.
You don't want to touch.
I don't want to touch.
Are you sure I don't want to?
I don't want to. If you want the story, there's a content on my page called Letter to My Ex. That explains what happened.
Someone should go to PHEELZ page right away. Follow and find out.
Letter to My Ex.
But that was what inspired like Ruin and like me writing the song. Then I played it for LA, and everybody just went crazy after that. Ooh. And then Usher recorded it, and the rest is history, man. And this was all before like Global Citizen,
all
on
of
stage with him and all that. Yeah.
You know what's amazing?
Yeah.
You hear artists now, because I can refer to you as both now. An artist who write a song from 2 years, 3 years
Thank
ago.
you. Some people still refer to me as a producer.
You're an artist now. You transition now. Your own transition is complete, yeah. It's not the one that is. Let me leave it like that. Figure the rest. No, figure it out.
I want to shake tables.
Anyway, so you writing songs from way back and then bringing them out now. How do you decipher that the songs will make sense in the next 2-3 years? What's the thing that keeps you up to date, or what's the thing that keeps your songs forever green?
To be honest, I really don't know how to answer that question. For me, I just make music that feels true to me.
Yeah.
And for some reason, by God's grace, it just keeps banging. Like I just make music that's true to me, that I want to make, that I feel like I want to listen to. Yeah, man, and the rest is just up to the fans and God, I guess. Yeah, man.
This era that we are, 2024, 2023, this moment, it's Afrobeats everywhere. People are talking about that. People have also said maybe the sound is also, that my piano sound is also, getting boring. People have overused it and stuff like that. But for you, who probably has that creative juice to change or dictate the sound? I remember when Finesse dropped, it was not that kind of sound that was popping. It was heavy at the time.
Yeah,
there was a lot of shifts into now something close to that. Give me something close to that. This moment, how does that make you feel when you see comments like that, and then you decide to say, okay, maybe it's time for me to give you some more? Just sometimes you get that nudge, to let me just make some. Let me just change. Not being the artist now, being the producer. You know that minute when you feel, let's mess things up.
I feel like that. I was having the same exact conversation with 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐜 at our last session together, and we're like, it's the music feels stale right now. If we don't let it flow, it's gonna start stinking. And it just feels like we're stuck in a rut, low key.
Yes,
and it's like no one wants to be creative anymore. Everybody's just looking for the next formula that works.
True.
Yeah, man, I feel like we all just need to like get out of that box and just be versatile again as Afrobeat artists or creatives. Like, Afrobeat is not one sound, it's a spirit, and that's why I keep telling people, like, and that's why I tell the world as well whenever I get on any interviews, like, it's not one sound, it's not just log drums and crowd vocals. It's way more than that. Like, that's a disrespect to what Afrobeat is. No disrespect to like Amapiano, Afro piano or whatever it is, but Afrobeats Nah, man, that's a spirit before a sound, man. Like, it's more spiritual than you think it is. It's not a formula, it's a feeling.
But now that you're touching on Afrobeats, we've had a couple of, let's say, A-list artists come out to sort of shame
Afrobeats.
Yeah, I mean, the recent one, Big Wiz, came out and said something the other time. Oh, don't refer to me as an Afrobeat artist.
And then everybody's denouncing.
What's really going on?
I think perspective is a very important thing as well. I think I would choose to think the perspective that Big Wiz is coming from is a perspective of putting every African creative in the Afrobeat box, which is very unhealthy. And I think that's one of the things that it might sound off maybe the way he put it, but like I can see the sponsoring thought behind that, and I can see how like it's easy for the world to put everybody in one box. It is very easy. And if we're not careful, and if we don't educate the world, and if we don't speak up for ourselves, that would happen like that. And we are more than one sound, we are more than one box, we are more than one place. Like they'll just put us in a ring for all of us to fight inside.
Yes,
and we're way more than that. So I think I would like to believe that was the sponsoring thought behind WizKid's rants, but like shout out to Big Wiz, man. That's a legend. No one should disrespect him, man. He fought for every single ounce of respect he gets right now, so no one should disrespect him.
All right,
for sure.
We gotta go on a break and play you that brand new record. Then we come back to talk about it, and also take you into that conversation with ID Cabasa. We need to talk about that. We need to talk about that. I mean, back in the day, sometimes some people just forget history, and sometimes
amnesia.
Yeah,
selective amnesia.
We'll go on that break now. We'll pay those, and then we'll talk about this. Just stay right here with us.
What can we say? What can we say? Apart from. Because at this point,
it is PHEELZ versus the industry.
At this point,
please. Let's even talk about the rollout real quick, because so where did that idea come from? Taking a look at your Instagram page, sometimes I just wonder, PHEELZ the content creator, it's another part that people need to tap into. That's another G on its own.
I don't call it content creator, I just call it filmmaking. Like I see myself as a filmmaker. Because so I was in Miami. I was thinking about like the next single rollout, and I'm like, I need to go back to my childhood love for filmmaking, because I used to like make movies like as a child for church. Like I would shoot like adverts, like crusades, like,
and then you also be the one that will play the keyboard.
I also be the one that will play the keys and be the choir master and produce the show.
You get one question, we go inside.
So I was just thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, what like. And then I just thought about just giving social media a personality, like making the industry a personality, and also making Instagram a personality, TikTok a personality, Twitter a personality.
Yeah.
And these are the people that I have to go and meet that the industry has something to just to blow.
Yeah.
Like I just look for a way to like just tell the story of like the hustle of an Afrobeat artist, but like comically, but there's still some truth in it.
Yes.
You get me?
Do you have, while you were in your musical journey, I want to point this guy out because this guy is very influential in the US. Have you ever dreamt about working with Jon Bellion before? Or are you a huge fan of his?
I love Jon Bellion.
There's a reason I asked that question.
I'm a big fan of Jon Bellion.
Yes, because he's that artist that has this diversity with him.
Yeah,
so when you know someone who is a fan of Jon Bellion, you know that he carries that same essence too. So are we looking at you doing anything film related soon enough?
Yeah, for sure. Like I would love to like make short films, and like I think I'm gonna like enjoy this film back. But
because even the videos these days I
love to just tell stories with videos as well. Maybe not a full length movie, maybe just short films. But I feel like videos, like especially in the world that we live in now, videos have like a big role to play in like passing messages across. And the funny thing about Golo is that I actually made it and I wrote it in one of the Usher sessions. I wrote it for Usher. I just kept it for myself.
Okay, but that's what they do. When you find that producer,
you know that the song
was special.
Nah, not really.
Everyone listening to us out there, if you can capture Usher somewhere, send a message. Please hit a song from you.
But just like, I
can't do this guy. No way. But you know that feeling when you do that. How does a producer or an artist tell that this song is a hit? Like, how do you know that this one is special?
You don't tell. You just know how you feel about it. Like, I feel like that's literally all. I mean, I believe feeling is low-key the language of the soul. Like,
true.
If you feel it, it's going.
It's going.
Whatever. And another thing, art is subjective. So like, there are some people that won't like it, and that's fine. Like, you understand? It's okay. I've done what they've sent me to do. You understand? If you vibrate with it, it's fine. If you don't, yes, I hope you find something you vibrate to. Or you find something. No stress. I don't want to stress.
But this year, 2024, are we getting concert from PHEELZ in Nigeria?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean that performance. The performer is something that's, you know,
this year is the time.
Please,
I just feel like we should have different Instagram handles, right? PHEELZ the producer, PHEELZ the artist, PHEELZ the performer. Let's. I think we should touch on all of this
because actually, PHEELZ when he's performing is a total different human.
Yeah,
the energy is crazy. I don't know where does that. He's like, I mean, you mentioned it, and it's calm, cool, collected. You find the triple C and the interview. That's the interview feel. That's the interview feel. And then when it's on stage,
stage feels.
All right, so we have Golo. Right after Golo, what are we expecting? Do we have a project?
Yeah, the EP is coming very, very soon. It's called Feels Good 2. It's the completion of the Feels Good era.
I love that one.
Moving to the album.
What's the ring though?
Oh no, it's at home. Come on, calm down.
Relax. Beautiful. Are you going to touch base with some of the people that you've worked with in the past? Like, I mean, you made a collaboration with Young John. It was beautiful. You did something with Olamide. Are we looking at, you know, other people?
Well, yeah, for sure. But I might just keep all that for the album. The EP, the next EP is just me. Just me and the tribe having fun.
Wow. Lovely. Yeah. Okay. Also, last before you go, because it's very important that we also, you know, date back. How do you feel each and every time you see a Cabasa, you see, you know, an Olamide, you see, you know, that Korea Tunes family?
First off, the stories are unending, man, because we don't really see each other as often as we want to. So whenever we do see each other, we just try to catch up as much as we can. Especially with Bado and Cabasa, man, like, because like, regardless of anything, regardless of like your industry, your hustle, that's family. Like, that's literally like.
I mean, why don't you guys give us like a very lovely story or movie?
I mean, now that there's PHEELZ the filmmaker, it'll get
documentary in days. I mean, it'll be beautiful. I mean, it'll be lovely.
It'll get there. I really want to do that because I feel like, you know, telling that story will go a long way for like the street and also like encouraging like young acts to like embrace themselves. Because I feel like 𝐒𝐿𝐿 Tunes and ID Cabasa and Olamide are people that really like showed me that, you know, you can be yourself and still be great. You don't have to be a sellout to be great. You get me?
So that's something you took home.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it just resonates with each and every one of them. I mean, we have interviewed ID Cabasa here. You sense this humility, there's this calmness. PHEELZ resonates the same thing. Olamide resonates the same thing. It's not. They don't make noise.
It's like their person is like that's what they share in their room. That's what they share in their room. Maybe one day we will visit too, so that they can share it for us too.
At this point, too,
we can be calm too.
Now you can be coming in Nigeria. I don't know how.
I'll be coming down. Maybe
is it a bit of shaker
or something? One way.
Let's know.
Let's understand the way you people are running this thing. But it's good to have you right here. So you said Golo, the EP is coming. Beautiful record. Are we gonna video for this one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So when is coming
soon? It's coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
PHEELZ the director.
Let's see how it goes.
You know what to tell me? You're not a director your video. I like him. He keeps all the money in the circle. I'm the director. They should not stress me.
Oh goodness.
But it's lovely that, you know, you're here and you're able to talk about these things with us. And of course, the concert is coming. So please, when you're ready for the concert, let me know.
Sure.
We'll give you all the love and support. Right.
One more thing. I have asked this question to every producer that I've interviewed, and nobody seems to give me a perfect answer. I'm talking to PHEELZ the producer now. Okay. There are a lot of young guys out there that really want to do music. They want to first of all do production, because I feel like when you do production, you have an understanding of yourself. Are we expecting something from PHEELZ to, you know, try and gather the young guys around, like a masterclass or something like that? Is this something you're doing soon?
Yeah, actually, I've been thinking about that recently. I just need to like block out the time to actually do that. But that has been like on my mind a lot recently. Just giving back to like young creatives, and not just music producers, just creatives in general. I have a creative collective called 𝐕 Collective. I want to like do that through. So yeah, that's in the works for sure.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
We gotta let you go. Where can people connect with you on social media?
Yeah, man, on all socials. Instagram is 𝐕LZ_GOOD. Twitter is 𝐕LZ. TikTok is 𝐕LZ. Facebook is 𝐕LZ. Everywhere else is 𝐕LZ.
Lovely. All right, so he's gonna be stopping by at 𝐈𝐍𝐲𝐈𝐑𝐀𝐓, our sister station.
All right,
it's just next door. And then, I mean, if you want to listen to more from 𝐕LZ, you could probably catch him next door.
Okay.
All right, 90.1 𝐈𝐍𝐲 FM.
it's there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lunchtime on the road as usual. Let's play that single again.
Yeah.
Go low. Is that new record you need a cup from 𝐕LZ, so make sure you go stream, put money in his pocket, let him buy more rings.
It's very important to it's very important to
okay, more than one
Infinity Stones.
please do all of that so that we can have the concert this year. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
All right.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.